Yes. Well, it doesn't look like much now, does it? But no matter, we all need to start somewhere. Go on, take some of these sapphires. You'll be needing them if we're to finish your training before the first snowfall. If you can follow simple tasks, I'll see about giving you more. Gods! What do you people eat in the provinces? You haven't enough food to put meat on your own bones, never mind enough to build an army. Build a farm to start producing some food. Well done. You won't be conquering anything larger than the next well-stocked inn if you can't feed your men 3 hot meals a day. Chosen by the gods or no, if you run out of food, your troops will desert you. But I can't say I'd blame them. See that you build and upgrade enough farms to support your forces. Now, let's set about building an iron mine. Unless you plan on taking your throne with sharpened sticks, you're going to need a reliable source of iron ore. Build an iron mine on one of the ore fields in your castle to begin mining raw materials. Excellent. All that tripe you hear the bards go on about, lone heroes fending off endless hordes of orcs with nothing more than a magic blade and a singing flute or what have you, it's utter nonsense. Has nothing to do with real war. Real war usually comes down to which side has the most blades to start off with, so make sure your iron is never in short supply. You will need to levy taxes if you wish to pay your men and trade for resources. Build a townhouse to attract wealthy subjects to support your wars of conquest. Food, gold, and iron are the 3 pillars of your army. Mind that your supply of all 3 keeps pace with the needs of your growing military. The old kings built Stormfall upon sacred lore passed down from the gods themselves. Sorcery, metallurgy, the whole lot of it. When the Empire fell, most of the great libraries were looted or burned soon afterward. Build the House of Scrolls, so that your scribes may begin recovering the lost arts, rune by rune, scroll by scroll. Excellent. Now, it's best to let them work in peace and quiet. In recent years, the unwashed masses have been quick to confuse them with necromancers and warlocks. So you'll have to understand if they tend to get a bit excitable near large crowds and open flames. Boy, there's more to war than two bands of idiots hacking away at each other with pointy bits of metal. I mean, well, yes, that's more or less the core of the idea. But it's not exactly easy to inspire a sane man to march to certain death, especially for some godforsaken spit of land with a name he can't even pronounce. Go on, give it a try sometime. But the ancients, now they had it refined to a true art form. You must discover that art before we may go any further. You know, there was a time when these arts were used by the elder and latter races together in defense against a common enemy. You came a bit late for that, I'm afraid. In the battles ahead, your rivals will race to turn them upon you. See to it that you master the arts before they do. You'll have a hard time if they've got dragon riders while your scribes are still stuck working out which end of a pike is the dangerous bit. Come forward and meet your scribe, Brother Radfael. This is the man who's going to drag you out of squalor and ignorance and into the century of the wood sprite. He'll be keeping you informed about all the latest discoveries and new scrolls. Brother, start by showing him the one about bathing, would you? Well, yes, he's getting on a bit in years. Deaf as a post, too. Aren't you, brother? But don't be fooled. This man may very well be your most powerful weapon. The keep may be the most important part of your castle. From here, you will issue your orders, plot alliances and intrigues, and keep an iron grip over the affairs of your realm. Deep within your keep is an enchanted crystal that allows you to view and command your armies across vast distances, cutting through the fog of war. Step aside. Let me try something. Also, in the good old days, if you jiggled it just right during a thunderstorm, you could get a decent view into the Imperial harem. Right there, blast! Never mind. My silent ones report a band of armed men and dwarves not far from your border. They're most likely just bandits, but I've dispatched elven archers and pikemen to reinforce your castle. I've spent too much time on you to have you die on me just yet. Your Grand Marshal is your eyes and ears on the battlefield. He will inform you of the outcome of all your battles, troop movements, and the reports of spy missions. If it walks, crawls, flies, or bleeds, this man has probably killed it. Ignore his reports at your own peril. Take this sword. Do you feel that? Perfectly balanced, and it'll hold that edge long after you and I are dead and gone. Imperial steel, boy. Iron forged with the red blood of the god Ran himself, or so they say. Its like hasn't been made for a generation. Discover this lost art, and all of your men will carry weapons such as this. Excellent work, but there's always room for improvement. Each lost art you discover can be refined to higher levels of mastery. The greater your mastery of an art, the stronger its related military units.